Ace Will's the genius.
It's your boy Ace Will, aka Next Level Ace, back with another one. And in today's video, we gonna talk about being able to put $600 to the side out of every check. How to save $600 out of every check. Apparently, there was a guy on TikTok. He said, "Look, you need to be saving $600 out of every check." And it kind of created a ripple effect because a lot of people are responding, and most people are like, "Bro, I can't afford to put $600 up." But here you go. We're gonna let y'all see for yourself, and then we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna tell you what I really think, how I feel about it.
Woo! What's going on, guys? It's your boy, man. I'm just here to let y'all know how to save some money. So each time you get your paycheck, you pay yourself. First thing you do is you put $600 to the side. $600, man, that's to the side. You won't even think about it. So this way,
I just seen a nigga say put 600 to the side every week. Let me ask you something, brother. If I put that 600 to the side, what the fuck I'ma have left for the week? Come on, man, don't do that. Don't do that. You got a real nigga 600 to the side? What you bring it home then? What the hell is you playing with? If you putting 600 to the side, what the hell is you playing with?
Shit, obviously he playing with a lot more than 600. Tell you that much, he playing with a lot more than 600. Hey, why my shit not switching back, bro?
Seen a nigga talking about some put $600 to the side every week. Darn all I got up, nigga. If I put 600 to the side, I'm gonna be outside. Fuck is you talking about? I'm gonna be going to the side all motherfucking week. Fuck you mean 600 to the side? Nigga, gonna be homeless as a motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. Well, I just seen a nigga talking about.
I don't know. Hey man, well we gonna talk on it. We gonna touch on it. We gonna talk about like what I really feel, how I feel about it for real.
Hey man, whoever that nigga was that said, man, put 600 to the side every week, man, come to the front. I got some questions. When I put that 600 to the side, what the fuck am I supposed to do next, huh? Because if you don't further explain, I'm gonna be going to the side all week digging out that stash.
The way y'all just be talking shit on the internet is crazy. Some of y'all phones need to be took. That man said put $600 aside a week. Baby, if I put $600 to the side, bitch, I'm to the side with it. I seen a comment that said, baby, I put $50 in my savings on Friday when I got paid. It's Tuesday. I done took it out the savings. Baby, that's real life for a lot of Americans. And this is something we talked about on live last night, because if you do the math, right, if you're trying to get an apartment that costs $1,000 a month, we're just gonna do, because we know the base pay, the average rent is like $1,000, like for like a one bedroom or something across the United States, $1,000. Of course, it's high in some places, low on other places. We're gonna go with $1,000 for the sake of math. You have to make 3 times the rent in order to find you somewhere to live. Right? So to rent $1,000, you need to make 3 times the rent. That means that you need to be making $18.75 an hour. Dollar General don't pay that. No fast food restaurants don't pay that. Walmart, Target, no place. Call centers don't pay that. Even if you work at a car lot, they don't even pay that. They pay you like what, $12 an hour plus commission? Like these jobs don't pay a livable wage, but expect you to live, baby. How these apartments asking for 3 times the rent, and these jobs don't pay 3 times the rent? How you expect somebody to put $600 to the side when they whole check is probably for a week? It's probably like $400. Shit, America's crazy. It's pretty ghetto here.
I don't know, man. I got mixed feelings about this. I'm keeping a buck with y'all. I have mixed feelings about this. I understand, but then I don't at the same time. Like it's deeper than the surface. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga said put $600 to the side every week. Get that my whole damn check. The hell he talking about? Talking about putting it aside. Shit, that's all I got up front.
That's all you got up front, rest. So as you can see though, most people is like they don't have it, right? My thing is maybe you don't have it right now, but you should be working towards being able to do that. Now I don't know where the 600 came from, like why it's 600. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why that guy said that, you know, but that don't really mean that much. You know what I'm saying? That's really just surface level. Like he just threw a number out there, like put up this much every week. It's like if you're capable of doing that, then yeah, go ahead. Of course, that's gonna set you up. But a lot of people saying like, yo, I don't have it to do it, right? This is why I say I'm 50-50. And I'm speaking from experience only, okay? So what I want y'all to do, everybody that feels like, bro, I can't afford to put up $600, right? And after you do what I tell you to do, you probably still won't be able to put up $600. But it's gonna put you on track to know what's going on, like what you need to do. So I need you to write down every expense you have. Write it down, piece of paper. I did it a long time ago. I have all my expenses sticky note, all my monthly expenses, right? I did this months ago, so I'm not telling you to do something that I haven't done. right? Literally, this one step changed everything for me. I wrote down all my expenses. I added it up, see how much my total was monthly that I was kicking out. Then I went and added up, like I put together like an average month for me as far as like my job go, my income, right? So like if I make if I make $1,000 a week, I know I could, if I know at minimum at my job I could bring home $1,000 a week, then that's what I put. So at minimum, so do minimum, right? So if you know you can make $500 a week, $800 a week, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, at bare minimum, I'm gonna bring home this much, right? It's gonna be different for everybody. Do that. So now you know how much you kick out, you know how much you make. And for a lot of people, those two numbers might be very, very, very close if your living situation is damn near equal to your income. Like if you only bring home $4,000 a month and you kicking out for like 3,500, and you only really got 500 to play with. See what I'm saying? But whatever is the difference. So if you make $5,000 a month and your bills equal 2,500, you have an extra $2,500 every month that is uncounted for, which means you need to be saving that, investing that, or if you have debt, you need to be using that to pay off your debt. So this is what I did. Like I said, wrote down all my expenses. I did bare minimum of what I would bring home every week, even knowing that bare minimum, I'm gonna bring home more than that. But that helps me out in the long run. I get there, right? So what I did, I know I gotta kick out X amount monthly, but I'm making this amount, whatever in between, right? So you might have an extra, some people might have an extra $1,000, 1,500, 2,000. It just depends on how much you make compared to how much you spending. You know what I'm saying? Use whatever's left over. Like I said, save, invest, pay off debt. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta start saving though. Like no matter what. And you might have to lower your expenses. You might write down all your expenses, and you might have expenses that you don't necessarily need. Like some of y'all got Amazon Prime, y'all got Hulu, y'all got Disney Plus, y'all got Peacock, y'all got Netflix, y'all got all these subscriptions that add up. If you got enough subscriptions, you could easily spend $100 a month on subscriptions. And $100 don't seem like a lot until you unpaid $100 monthly, and now at the end of the year, you don't spend $1,200 on streaming services. It don't seem like a lot when it's just spending that 100 or you spending that $10 here and there, but that shit adds up. I just want you to be aware of your spending. Know what you kick out, know what you bring in. If you know what you bring in and you know what you kick out, then you know what you really play with. That gap is the money that you really have to play with. That bill money, that's already counted for. That's gone. It's gone before you get it. You know what I'm saying? But that leftover money, y'all gotta stop spending that leftover money. You don't need every pair of Jordans. You don't need to get your hair done every 2 weeks. You don't need your nails done every week. You don't need these things, especially when you don't have money. I never understood why people go spend all this money all the time knowing they don't have money. Imagine going to get your hair done, get your nails done, get your feet done, and then on the way home, you catch a flat and you can't afford to get a new tire. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta start saving. Same thing for men, bro. You get a haircut every week, or you know what I'm saying? You wanna go out, pop bottles, you feel me? You eating out every night. But as soon as you have an emergency, you down bad because you can't afford an emergency. And a lot of times we make decent money, we just overspend. All right. So before I end this video, let me give you some numbers, man. Just cause, man. Let's see what the average income is in America. You know what I'm saying? So the median household income is about $83,730 per year. All right. The average household income is reported around $121,000 per year, but it's skewed upward by high earners. For individuals per person, income divides total income by population has been estimated around $37,683 per year. So the average income, we could say, is $37,000, right? Which that ain't really no money. So if you making $37,000 a year, I would advise you Now, look, I ain't no financial advisor or none of that. I just want you to know that. And I'm just talking from somebody that has been in situations that I've pulled myself out of. I've been struggling. I've been living paycheck to paycheck, not having money, stressed over bills. I've done it. I've been there. Trust me. But I also smartened up and pulled myself out. You know what I'm saying? So if I could do it, you could do it. You know what I'm saying? My heart beat just like yours. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no different. But 37,000, right, divided by 12, you bringing home like $3,000 a month. Or you bring home $3,000 a month. Now, what's the average rent cost in America? A recent national estimate finds average monthly rent across the U.S. is about $1,631. Now, we all know that differ from state to state. So if the average income is $37,000, right? So let's get accurate. $37,683. So $37,683 divided by 12 is gonna give us $3,140. So $3,140.25. If the average rent is $1,631, bro, that's about half or a little more than half, right? So if we subtract the $1,631 from the $3,140, we left with $1,500, right? $1,509.25. Okay, now you got that 15 you got left. You still got to pay like your light bill. You still got to eat. A lot of y'all probably got fucking car notes, right? So let's say what's the average car payment? What's the average car note? Let's see. The average car note for a new car, average monthly payment is $749. I'm gonna keep it above. None of you niggas should have a new car. Brand new? No, don't fucking do that. For a used car, the average is $529. So, all right, we had 15 average car payment, 529. So 529 if we got a car payment. We left with $980. This is for the month, right? You still got to pay your light bill, what's the average light bill? Typical US household electric bill runs around $149 to $152. So let's say take away $152 for our light bill. We left with $828. How much money does the average American spend on gas every month? According to recent data, the typical US household spends about $204 per month on gasoline. I know this is accurate because I literally spend like $200 a month on just gas. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty accurate. Obviously, if you work a lot closer to your house, you don't spend but so much money on gas because you could get back and forth to work without burning as much gas. So, but on average, let's say $204. We left with $624. So we unpaid rent. We paid our car note, right? What else we did? We got gas in the car. We ain't even bought food. We only got $624 and we ain't even bought food yet. You know what I'm saying? What's the average amount an American spends on groceries monthly? Well, I'm gonna say groceries and eating out. I'm gonna just group that together. This is insane. For just groceries, some data says the average household spends around $504 monthly. Other data, especially when accounting for inflation, shows a typical grocery budget for a family of four might be quite a bit higher. For instance, a moderate grocery plan for a 4-person household could run roughly $1,075 to $1,635, depending on food preferences and region. For eating out, dining, and takeout, a common reference is about $269 per month per household. So the average household spending $504 on groceries. You left with $120, bro. $120, bro. $120. And to think that number, that 37,000, what was it, $683? I divided that by 12. What you make is not what you take home, which means you don't even take home that $3,000 every month. You might make $3,000, but you're not taking that home. So somebody who's making $37,000 or below, the question really is, how the hell are you surviving? How are you surviving without living with people and splitting bills? Because I just deducted rent, groceries, gas, car note. Everybody don't have a car note though, but a lot of people do. I said rent, groceries, car note, gas. Bro, I didn't even deduct a phone bill yet. Everybody got a phone these days. You might have a cheaper phone. Your bill might be like $50, $60. So think we got $100 left. You pay your phone bill $50, $60. You even got 50. You got $50 to $40 left after you pay your bill. I'm not gonna lie. If you got $50 left after you pay all your bills, you need to save that 50. You need to stay home, eat those groceries that you just paid $500 for. You need to enjoy that electricity you just paid for. And you need to stay in the house. You need to stay down till you come up. And like I said, if you at this end of the spectrum, when you really like, you don't have any gap in between what you bring in and what you kick out, like literally after you pay your bills, you just wiped out, like no more money left, then you should definitely be actively looking for ways to increase your income, because you can't just settle for not making enough, bro. Like, I know we like to complain, like, these jobs should pay more, like they don't really pay us what we worth. It's like, yeah, bro, I understand, I've been there. But I also been a person that be like, all right, cool, found another job that pay a little more, I'm gone. 6 months later, oh, found another job, pay a little bit more, I'm gone. Oh, I found another job, pay a little bit more, I'm out. I'll let y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been complacent. I've never been stagnant and like just like, dang, this is it. This is it for me. It don't get no better than this. Nah, I was always searching for the next best opportunity. I'm still looking for it now. Like, I'm not. I know I can keep leveling up in life. Like, there's no ceiling. It's just all about what you willing to work for and like if you gonna go get it or not. Because a lot of people lazy. That's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. Successful people got habits of being consistent and they know how to go get what they want. Lazy people, they'll tell you all the stuff they want, but they don't really work towards it. The thought of having to work hard just completely kills their dreams. Like, you could tell somebody, like, I give you $1 billion, but you're gonna have to do X, Y, Z, you're gonna have to do this, you're gonna have to do that. And they just be like, you know what? I'd rather be broke than go through all that. So it's tough out here. But like I said, when it comes to this, put $600 to the side. Yes, I understand that a lot of people can't afford to put $600 to the side. But if you can, do it. If you can't, you should be working towards being able to do it. You know what I'm saying? This should be a goal. Like, damn, there's people out here putting $600 to the side. Like, that's how I look at it. Like, damn, there's people out here that could afford to, like, take $600 out of their check and not use it. Like, damn, like, I need to level up. I need to do better. That's how I look at stuff. You feel me? It's like, you know, I get it. A lot of these people just come on the internet to joke too, though. A lot of these is jokes, and they just like, man, what? That's all my. You feel like a lot of people be joking, but some people serious though. You know what I'm saying? And the numbers show the statistics show that there's people out here that really don't make enough to survive. That's why, like, I ain't gonna lie, like I said, if you would like towards that bottom, like if you closer to 37 than you are to like 80, you know what I'm saying? Because they were saying like the median was like 83. If you make $83,000 a year, you probably, if you manage your money properly, you probably can live decent. You know what I'm saying? Not extravagant or nothing like that. You probably could live decent. But if you make 37,000, stay down, bro. Stay down till you come up. Keep filling out apps. Keep learning new skills, applying yourself, and you got to really figure out a way to level up your bag. That's the most important. But until next time, Ace will.